this is section 2.6 and 2.7 from Math 118, absolute value equations and inequalities, part 3. Or what do you do if the a in the original problem is a negative number? In part 1, we looked at this example here. In order to solve an absolute value equation or inequality, the absolute values have to be the only thing on the one side, and then a number on the right side. This problem had a minus outside of the absolute value sign. If you recall from section 1, I wrote it like this. -1 is negative is the same thing as -1 times, and then what we did is we divided both sides by -1 and ended up with absolute value of x plus 3, which was the goal. And then remember, this sign changed because we divided by a negative, and then -16 on the right side. Now, this is in the correct form because I have absolute value, and that's the only thing. And this is a less than rule. Now, this would be a sandwich rule, except we have one problem. And the problem is that this number here is not a positive number. Okay, this is when we have to go back to what I talked about in class about absolute value representing distance, or distance on the number line. What this problem says is that this number here represents distance. Distance is always positive. What this problem is asking us then is, can this number here on the left side, which is a positive number, will it ever be less than a -16? Can a positive number be less than a negative number? No. So when this happens, you have to say there is no solution. What if we have something like an absolute value in the right form equals a negative number? Again, this represents distance. That means this represents something that's positive. Can something that's positive ever equal a -16? The answer? No. Again, when that happens, no solution. Sometimes, I don't know, you might see empty set, but mainly no solution. What if, third case, the only thing we haven't talked about yet, you have it in the right form, you have absolute value, but you have greater than sign, a negative number. Okay, this means distance. Distance is always positive. So, can a positive number be greater than a negative number? And that's yes. Always. And so then you would say the solution is all the real numbers. Okay,